Hi, I'm Brickroad. This is Vampity Soupbone. Uh, I don't know why I'm playing this right now, but we're gonna just play as Cavallo the Panda, on the Green Acres, and we're just gonna play some Vampire Survivors. This game is $3. It's on Steam. It's the stupidest game I own, and I have played it for 90 hours. 90 hours. 9 times 10 hours. It took me 130 hours to complete Persona 5, and I complained about that. I complained about Persona 5 being 130 hours. This game I've sunk 90 hours and didn't break a sweat. I was on Discord just now, and they're like, "Hey man, why don't you play some of that Survivos game, the Vampire Survivors?" And I'm like, no, that's a dumb idea. Like, it's not really the kind of recording I do. I can't, like, make a series out of it, you know? Like, it's just this. I don't even really need to explain the game, do I? All of these items are bad. I'm gonna re-roll that, for sure. Well, let's take some Santa water. You take the Santa water when you see it, right? Yeah, the game is $3, and this is it. It's just 65,000 monsters try to ram themselves up your hot B, and you run around and all your weapons shoot automatically. I don't know the name of the guy who's making this game, but apparently like every human being is playing it. Like every major YouTuber and streamer is playing some Vampire Survivors, and with good reason. It's the game of the year 2022. I know that. It's already March. I'm already like pre-butthurt that this game's gonna get snubbed at all, like the end of the year award, like game of the year, like top 10 list. Like, it's gonna get snubbed constantly. Why? Because life's not fair. That's why. It's the dumbest game in existence, but I played it for 90 hours, so it's also the best game of the year. You know what? I got a bowl of Cheetos here, and I got my can of Mountain Dew. I actually, like, the Cheetos, I'm not actively eating them right now. That's disgusting. I don't want to get the orange smudge dust all over my my shiny controller. That would be awful. But, like, it's junk food, right? You eat junk food. You're a junk food person. You play junk food video games sometimes. I got real video games. I installed Tunic. That's sitting there. Playing through Horizon Forbidden West. That's a real game. I'm like 50 hours deep in that. It's got a storyline and characters and combat and stuff. What am I playing? Vampire Survivors. That's what I'm playing. I'm gonna take the. Do I take the I take the duplicator, right? Yeah, the duplicator duplicates things. Why am I thinking about it? Why am I thinking? You don't have to think. You just gotta walk. You just gotta walk in between the monsters, and just let destiny take its course. I'm not even 100% sure that Cavallo is a panda. I'm assuming he's a panda because the coloration looks right, and because typically when you're making a weird, quirky, like Rafflecopter monkey cheese random style humor game, you're gonna put a panda in it at some point. Like, but I haven't actually loaded the sprite up into Photoshop and get it like a hunker down and get like a real good look at it. I'm taking the little blue balls so I can increase my pickup area. So it makes it easier to pick up all the little things on the ground. I mean, I don't have to explain the game. Even if you've never heard of this game, like if this is your first day on the internet in 2022, like you woke up. And you know what? I wouldn't blame you. 2020, you went to sleep, you're like, you know what? I'm going to sleep through this pandemic. Like, wake me up when it's over. You woke up, 2022, alarm went off, you're like, oh, the pandemic's still on? What's the new game? Vampire Survivors. That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I'm going to buy it immediately and play it for 90 hours. That's my impression of you right now, if you've never seen this game. But my point is, I don't really have to explain the game. It's pretty self-explanatory, I should think. I don't know, man. Sometimes you want to play a real video game. I played Pokemon Arceus, you know? I enjoyed the absolute heck out of Pokemon. I'm not a Pokemon guy. I never played a Pokemon game in my life until I was like 34 years old. That's a real video game, you know? Like, I wouldn't be ashamed if my mom found out that I played Pokemon Arceus. I'd be like, yeah, I played Pokemon Arceus. And I wore a red hat. But I don't know about Vampire Survivors, man. I feel like Yeah, I don't know. It's like running into somebody you know at McDonald's. Like, do you still order the 10-piece nugs when a dude that's not really a friend, but you like kind of know them a little bit, and like maybe you want to impress them, like you don't want them to know that you're a disgusting trash person. Like, you don't order the 10-piece nugs with them standing right there, right? You get like the salad and the McCoffee. You can't get a McFlurry, the machine's broken, but you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, for me, that ship's already sailed. Everybody that I know that plays video games either is already playing Vampire Survivors themselves or knows that I'm playing it and has judged me accordingly. And I can't blame them for doing that. This is the ultimate, I'm going to judge you for playing this game. And by the way, my computer can't run it. We're 5 minutes deep in a 30-minute run. This is still really mild. By the time we get to the end of this, my computer is going to be chugging. We're talking like 0.7 frames per second. This computer can't handle it. OBS can't handle recording this. I don't even want to think about what the bitrate's going to look like. YouTube's going to mangle this. I have no idea how people stream this game. I watch so much Vampire Survivors content on YouTube and on Twitch, and everybody's playing it. I'm watching it every night, watching people do runs, maximum gold runs, and maximum kill runs. And I hacked the game so I could have all the weapons at the same time. All of this is garbage nonsense. And you know what? I don't think people should describe Vampire Survivors videos they put on YouTube. They should all have the exact same title. It is Vampire Survivors. You know why? Because after 20 minutes or so, every single run looks the same. It's all just messy bitrate pixels, nonsense, laser light show. You can't make sense out of this anyway. Game of the Year 2022. I'm going to keep leveling my Rune Tracer. You can't evolve the Rune Tracer, but it's one of my favorite weapons. I'm going to keep taking it. I would love to get a Laurel. I would love to get some iframes up in here. Because my cute panda butt is getting eaten by Brussels sprouts. And little toy soldier men. This particular level doesn't even have any obstacles. It's just an infinite plane in all directions. That's it. That's the whole game. Infinite plane in all directions. One of the levels is an infinite plane in just 2 directions. And the other levels are like an infinite plane, but there's like trees and stuff that you can run into. So you'll be playing the game and like 15 minutes in, there'll just be so much crap all over the screen with lightning strikes and explosions and Rune Tracer and like Contra bullets everywhere and confetti and Brussels sprouts and millions of zombies, and oh my god, why am I dead? You know why you're dead? Because you couldn't see the 16 tall pixel tree underneath all of the visual splendor that is Vampity Survivos, and you were just walking into a tree while Brussels sprouts killed you, and then you died. And that's your life. That's your life. I don't blame you if you're done watching this video 7 minutes in. You're like, alright, we get it. It's the joke. And you know what? I wasn't going to record any Vampire Survivors. I was just going to let this be my guilty pleasure. A game that I picked up. Like, I've got a real video over there rendering right now. Like, that I'm going to do like a premiere of later this week. And I'm kind of proud of making it. I'm looking forward to getting feedback and seeing what people thought about it. This is the game that I play while I'm waiting for that computer to make the real video. But then it's on Discord, like, hey, when are you going to make some Vampire Survivors? And I'm like, probably never, because that would be really stupid. And it's not the kind of content I make. And, you know, I guess there are people that just make Vampire Survivors videos every single day. And I watch them! God help me, I watch them! But I can't do it. I can't edit a 30-minute Vampire Survivors video every day. I just can't do it. But I thought to myself, you know, Brick Road, there was a time back in 1972 or whatever year it was where you made a video about Happy Wheels, and that game is at least 10,000 times stupider than Vampity Survivos. And you didn't play it for anywhere near 90 hours. You played it for like 4 hours, and you recorded most of that. And when I thought about it in that context, in the context of, you know what, this guy deserves to be the richest game developer on the planet. Like, he deserves to sell his $3 game to every man, woman, and child You know what? Maybe I should do one Vampire Survivors video, just one. We'll play it once. We'll do one run, and I'll just level up the Rune Tracer. And I still have 1 spot for weapon and 3 spots for passive. Now is about the time in the run where I would start thinking about like what I want to get. I'm just kind of getting stuff randomly. This game is just about getting the stuff. You kill the guys, then you get the stuff, and you spend the stuff on the other stuff. It's just a pure junk food game. And you know what? I think I would be upset if the guy changed it. Like, if it came out of early access and like Vampire Survivors 1.0 and he's like, ah, here's the deck building roguelite mode. This is the true vision of the game that I wanted all along. I'd be like, I want a refund. I don't want to think about this game. I just want to dodge the guys and the bats that aren't dying for some reason. Like, these bats got hella hit points, my dudes. Do I need any of this? Area of attacks. Yeah, let's get a candle and make our explosions bigger. Bigger and badder and rougher and tumbler. And longer and confettier. I mean, the confetti explosion. That's really why we're here, right? Uh-oh, we got... Oh, the Brussels sprouts are coming from all directions. I need to work my way up to this treasure box. I need more levels of Laurel so I get more iframes. Treasure box, please. Give me some Laurel. No Laurel. Alright, well. We're going to just try and, I guess, stand inside of our Santa water. Let's get more area, because that'll give us bigger Santa water circles. Because I don't think the Brussels sprouts can penetrate the Santa water. Oh, but there's a big boss Spiral Galaxy also chasing me around. We'll just make sure to try to stand in the Santa water, let the confetti do some work. These are all sentences that I'm saying that make sense in the context of Vampire Survivors. Ooh, do I buy the Tirigisu and get more revivals? You know what? I don't. I level up the Rune Tracer. That's what I do. And we open the boxes. There's some more Laurel. Laurel is iframe. Laurel is invincibility. Laurel is life. That's a Castlevania reference. There's lots of Castlevania references in this game. There was a guy on I think the Vampire Reddit, Survivor subreddit, or maybe it was on like the Steam discussion page. Both social media outlets that I have read quite a lot of over the course of the 90 hours I played of this stupid game that I love so dearly. Yeah, he was real mad. Like, they just ripped off Castlevania. They need to tear this game down off of Steam and then put that guy in jail. I didn't sign his petition. I didn't listen to his TED Talk. Because I think that the guy who makes Vampire Survivors, whose name I don't know, so like Andre or something, I have no idea. I think he should be the richest game developer in the world. This game should win every single award possible. I think base area, I'm going to stick with the candle. Having gotten the candle, though, I kind of want to grab an axe for my final weapon. Because the candle turns the axe into the super axe. Which would be really good right about now. I think that's my last Laurel, or do I have one more spot of Laurel that I can get? We did get a duplicator, so we're going to level up that lightning ring. The cherry bombs, which are the weapon that Cavallo, the little panda fighter, starts with here, cannot evolve. It's one of the weapons that does not have an evolution at all. Neither does the Rune Tracer, which is one of my favorite weapons. Sometimes it's liberating getting a weapon you don't have to worry about evolving. And sometimes you try to get weapons that will evolve, but they don't because you don't get the right items, because there's RNG in this game. In fact, this whole level that I'm playing on is RNG. It doesn't have fixed enemy waves. It has randomized enemy waves from other levels, which makes it challenging. One of the more challenging levels. Oh, there's a red gem here. Oh, there's my X, and I got my red gem, so I should gain a couple more levels here. Or it was a small red gem. Oh, there's another red gem. The game tries to protect your computer from exploding. Oh, I think we go to the empty tome. Yeah, I think we take empty tome. That'll make everything just fire faster. So every time you kill a monster, it makes experience gem appear on the ground, right? But it can only draw so many experience gems. because the game doesn't have infinite memory CPU RAM. So if it has too many experience gems on the ground, it will start overflowing all of the experience on the screen into a single experience gem, which turns red, and then eventually you pick it up and you get 65,000 experience all at once. I still think it's safest to just stand inside of the Santa water. And next time I get a treasure box from a boss monster, I don't want any of these. Can I reroll these? Yeah, more axe, please. I might level up my Santa water, which would be excellent. There's a box down there. If I can get to it, oh my good lord, what is happening in this level? More axe, please. I just need to work my way down. Oh, we've leveled up the Santa water. Have we? It looks like we have. No, we haven't. I just looked. That's the leveled up lightning ring. Leveled up Santa water would be nice. I think it only looks that way because there's supposed to be a graphical flourish on the Santa water that's not there after you evolve it. And the game's having trouble drawing all the graphics on the screen every frame at this point. I think most of the immediate danger is over, though. It looks like that wave that I was having real difficulty with has subsided. I've got a nice little square carved out in the middle of all the monsters, and I'm just going to live here in my square. I would love to try to find some more torches, because torches have chickens, and chickens has health. There is a chicken down there. I'm going to eat it, because I am missing some health. Thank you very much. Pandas eat chicken. A lot of people don't know that. Alright, there's my level 8 axe, so now I can level up axe if I get another treasure box. So I've got axe on deck and Santa water on deck. Not holy water. Holy water is copyrighted by Castlevania. I guess I'll go with duration of weapon for my final level up here. Let me think. Is that what I want? Let's just keep leveling the stuff we have, and we'll just fill up this last slot with something more impressive if it comes along. Oh, I see a red gem over there, and I want it. Wings would not be bad. Wings are movement speed. That's kind of good to have on this level. Where's that red gem? Did I get it? How can you tell? It's 1 pixel amidst this massive flurry. Let's banish the Pumarola. We're never going to take the Pumarola. Let's stop getting it in our level up shop. How about that? The good news is most of the spectacle in the center of the screen is my stuff, which means... yeah, let's go with duration. Duration will keep the Santa water on the screen longer. So now we'll stop seeing new stuff and we'll only level up the stuff we have. And I'm already feeling the frames start to drop. So yeah, all this is my stuff kind of here in the middle, so I can kind of hang out here amidst the spectacle and be pretty safe. All that area that I leveled up, all those candles make my explosions a lot bigger. Ooh, I wonder if I should have taken clovers for the luck, because sometimes Cavallo's cherry bombs don't explode. Sometimes they just kind of bounce around, and I wonder if luck influences whether or not they explode. Why am I leaving the safe zone? Where am I going? That's not a smart move. We need to start seeing bosses. There's a boss. Yeah, I'm going to kill this boss and upgrade either my Santa water or my axe. So now I can't get new items. All the items are leveled up to their max. I've got 6 weapons and 6 passives and they're all fully leveled. So now it's just big old coin bags from here on out. Or chickens if I need them at level up. Here, let's destroy this Medusa to begin with. Can you even tell that's a Medusa? Is the bitrate just completely destroyed everything? Is the video watchable? There's the Death Sickle. So now things are going to get a little bit crazy because we're throwing just spirals of Death Sickles in all directions. Believe it or not, this game can get fairly challenging sometimes, depending on the weapons you get, depending on certain runs you want to do. There are challenge run potential where you're trying to try out specific builds, and it is possible to lose. In fact, you have to lose. The only way, when you get to the end of the level, the Grim Reaper kills you, as we'll see. So you always win by losing. To the game's credit, it hasn't quite reached Risk of Rain levels as far as I know. I've never won by crashing the game, which is nice. I really don't need to move anymore. I can just kind of chill here. And we haven't even leveled up the Santa Water yet. The screen's going to look even dumber once we level up the Santa Water, I tell you what. The problem is I do kind of need to move around to pick up my experience orbs. They'll stop dropping new experience orb, and all the experience will end up in a red overflow gem. And I'm not going to be able to pick out which of the 70 million constantly shifting and exploding pixels on screen is the red experience gem that I need to pick up. I do see a boss bat over there. Boss bat means chest. There's my chest. Is this my Santa Water? As soon as it's safe to step in there. That's my leveled up Santa Water. Labora! And now Santa Water is just going to get really stupid looking. And I can pretty much just put the controller down at this point. I think I just put the controller down, and now I can enjoy some Cheetos and Mountain Dew. So you've seen, if you've watched this far in the video, why are you here? But if you haven't played this game, if you haven't given the guy $3, this game costs $3, my dude. Why have you not bought the game yet? It's $3. 90 hours I played. 91 by the time this run is over. But there's like 30 different weapons. You've seen 6 in this run. There's like dozens of characters that have different gameplay styles that each have a different starting weapon, which makes the first few minutes of... The run always ends up like this. You don't play a run of Vampire Survivors that doesn't get to this point, but the first few minutes of the run can feel a lot different depending on which character you picked. There's different levels, and each level, most of the levels have set waves of monsters, where like every 5 minutes or so you'll get a boss. The level I'm playing here is the Green Acres, which gives you random waves selected from other levels. And there's like a bunch of content coming in the pipeline. Excuse me. I was drinking Mountain Dew, and then I just burped. Because, again, I'm a junk food person. I'm a trash human who's played 90 hours of Vampire Survivors. And who just, on a whim, for absolutely no reason, decided to record this because some guy on Discord thought it might be fun. I watch Vampire Survivors content on YouTube literally every night. And I lay down, fall asleep, in bed. It's been my go-to all week. I've been watching Vampire Survivors videos, and I've been watching tier list videos, and I guess this has all influenced the content that I made for you this week. God, I'm such a bad YouTuber. I'm terrible at this. I'm like, hey, yeah, I played Pokemon and Horizon, and those games are fine, and I got working my way through Tunic. I just finished up Disco Elysium last night. I could have recorded a YouTube series of any of those games. Award-winning games that are, some of which are like brand new, that could bring in all kinds of YouTube views. People would watch a Tunic playthrough, right? Nope, Vampire Survivors. Ugh. Oh my god, I need a hug. The other junk food game I've been playing, and I have to know how many hours I have played. I have to check my Steam. I can check my Steam library safely because this game is just, I'm not even holding the controller. 441 hours. That's a little misleading though, because it's an idle game, or a mostly idle game, I guess you could say. I played Increlution. I think it's more expensive than Vampire Survivors, actually. I think, like, significantly more expensive. Oh, here we go. There's the vacuum cleaner orb. So we just get every experience gem on the map and soak it up. Well, I don't know. Should I do a video about Increlution? I couldn't make like a series on it. That doesn't even make any sense. That's not even words that are syllables. People are making Increlution videos. I've watched them. I have no idea why. We're like... I wish it showed me what my frames per second was in this game. But we're starting to chug quite a bit. We go back up to 60 every time we open up a treasure box. We have to process all of this madness. I have read that he's thinking about updating the game engine that Vampire Survivors runs on to be more efficient or something. I don't really know. But... yeah, I don't know. Do I record an Incolution video? What does that even look like? There's no graphics. It's just a text game. And it plays itself. It's an idle game. Like, the whole point of the game is to automate all of your tasks so you don't have to play it. Which is why it's been sitting there playing itself for 400-something hours. I don't even think I've got that much it played in Cookie Clicker. Yeah, no, I've only got 318 hours of Cookie Clicker. That's the Steam version of Cookie Clicker. I don't want to think about how many hundreds of hours I've got in the browser version over the years. I've been playing Cookie Clicker on and off since 2014. Because I'm a junk food person. I'm just a trash mortal. 90 hours of Vampire Survivors. I feel like we're getting like 1 or 2 frame updates every second now. The sound effects are starting to stutter quite a bit. I'm still getting experience drops, so monsters are making it close enough that I'm inside of the radius where I can pick up their experience orbs. It's another 9 minutes of this, guys. It's going to be more than 9 minutes because it's taking more than 1 second to process 1 second worth of frames. So, the levels are 30 minutes long if you survive. That's why the game is called Vampire Survivors. Actually, no, I don't know why the game is called Vampire Survivors. There's not a vampire in the game. The end boss is like the Grim Reaper. So, it should be Grim Reaper Survivors. Greeper Survivors. You can play as the Grim Reaper, but you have to kill the Grim Reaper, which is impossible. Except it's not impossible. There's this incredibly super obscure particular build you can make with one character on one level that makes it possible to kill the Greeper. And if you do, you unlock the Greeper, who's a broken character, which doesn't mean anything because every character in this game is broken. Or you can hack the game. You just load it up into your favorite text-based code editor and give yourself infinity hit points and damage per second, and then you can kill as many Greepers as you want. I have not done either of these things. You know why? Because I have integrity. Said the man who uploaded this video of Vampire Survivors to the other tubes. I can barely move at this point. It's... I'm just kind of trying to steer my panda in circles. And it's a chugging boy. Oh, I can't imagine what the bitrate looks like. I would click over to my OBS preview window and take a look. But I'm afraid it would just be like 6 angry pixels jockeying for position into the center of the screen. All of these like ray tracer lines, these room tracer lines bouncing everywhere kind of make it look like it's one of those old like vector graphics games, like the old like Asteroids or Star Wars games from the early 80s. It's not very professional to pick your game of the year in March, but it's almost the end of March. Like we're almost... Oh my god, I could literally release this video on April 1st. I could just claim this is an April Fool's video. And be like, haha, I got you. Like you thought I was doing a Vampire Survivors like full series, but nope. Just a joke, bro. Pranked you. That wouldn't be right. I don't... Because I'm not enjoying this ironically. I'm not doing this for a joke or a prank. I bought this game. I played 90 hours of this game. I love this game. Every person I know is addicted to it. Like, yeah, I cannot in good conscience upload this video on April the 1st. I can't do it. So like April the 2nd maybe. Game of the year 2022. I already know what's going to be by April the 2nd. Oh, there's a treasure box. There's not going to be anything in the treasure box but gold, and I don't have anything to spend gold on. But I'm still going to open the box. Like, I still want that dopamine drip. Oh, there's my red gem. Oh, there's another treasure box. Oh, I picked up a chicken by accident. Oh, there's another red gem out there. Okay, then we got it. Oh my god, I picked up the flamethrower curry weapon. Oh, this is... You could turn off the damage pop-ups, like the damage number pop-ups, to try to make the game run a little better. But I'm not a goddamn coward. I want the numbers popping up everywhere, okay? I would rather my computer burst into flame and melt into slag under the processing intensity required to render individual frames of Vampire Survivors than turn off the damage numbers like a goddamn communist. I'm not. I'm a panda. Named Cavallo. Oh, goodness. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes, and then this farce of a video can be over. And I can go back to pretending like I know what I'm doing with my life. My real video that I made, the one that I'm actually interested in seeing if people enjoy, is done rendering now. I gotta go over and do a final pass on it and make sure that it rendered properly and it didn't drop any frames out of there, and like I didn't accidentally mix the audio in the wrong configuration. Like, wouldn't want to put a video up and it's full of satanic messages or anything. For some reason, Vegas Pro constantly... I don't know why it does this. I suspect it's because they want me to update to their new software, and I haven't for years because the software from like 2015 still works fine for me, but it's like they keep putting satanic messages in all my videos. And sometimes I catch them, and I'm like, well, now I gotta re-render this video so I don't have this whole, like, Hail Satan rant in the middle of my video. Like, that's not any good. But I suspect that there are videos out there where I didn't catch it, and I'm really sorry if any of you have been caught up in... What the hell am I talking about? Why am I holding the controller? I put it down. I put it down. I'm gonna have another Mountain Dew. 4 more minutes! Ugh! Tunic I could be playing for the channel. Horizon I could be playing for the channel. Pokemon I could be playing for the channel. Disco Elysium, which I finished last night, I could not play that game for the channel because it uses bad words. Oh my goodness. Every screen of dialogue in that game, every other word is F this and Q that, and you're a C word, and you're a T word, and yeah, well, you're a PH word. It was an excellent game, and I was riveted the entire time. But not what I would call a family-friendly game. Also, it's just dialogue, so like there's just dialogue options. There's not like much in the way of gameplay. Although an hour ago I thought the Vampire Survivors would not be a good fit for recording for my YouTube channel, and then here I am. So I literally have no idea what the future is going to bring. I have no idea what I'm going to feel like recording tomorrow or next week or next year or... I have to let it pause here for a second and just watch the confetti rain down for a moment. It does my heart good right now to see the game rendering a proper 60 frames per second, because as soon as I push this button, we're back to the slideshow. So you've got about 2 more minutes, and whether you're familiar with the game or not, I think this will be a nice challenge. But right now, my character has 5 different weapons, because the Laurel is not something that actively fires. But see if you can just watch the mess of random staticky pixels on screen and see if you can pick out all 5 distinct weapons that I own, that I got out of the Panda Bank. Every single one of those blue bats is a boss that's going to drop a red gem. But I'm level 100. Well, only a level 102, huh? There must be a big fat red gem out there that I haven't picked up somewhere. I feel like 103 is a low level. If you cannot get your build to the point where you can just stand still, you're not going to survive Vampire Survivors. You're just not. You're going to make it like... one of the levels has a boss that has no knockback, no matter what you do to it. It doesn't get knocked back. And it's hilarious watching people play that level for the first time, having already played like a couple of the other levels, and you're like, oh, you just get a good build going, you stand still. Nope, not that boss. He just gets right into your hitbox, and he don't give any kind of Q word. I can't say what he don't give, because this is not Disco Elysium dialogue. I'm not going to open that last box. It's just gold. It's just 25 gold. That's all that's in there. It's all that's in there. It's not that exciting. We have another minute of this to go, like 50-some seconds. Well, a little bit more than that, because we are still getting constant level ups. Oh, there's a red gem. I want it. I'm going to get this red gem. I got it. All right, let's get back into the holy water. I'm sorry, Santa water. Ho, 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 bitches! Oh, you know what? I didn't get the crown passive, which is extra experience in the background. And I suspect there are a couple of big juicy red gems out there that I didn't collect that probably have another 6 or 7 levels worth of experience at least. We've only got 20 more seconds and then everybody can be dismissed. Yeah, you know what? You have $3. Just buy the game. Just buy Vampire Survivors if you don't have it. You know what? Buy 2 copies. Buy one for your Aunt Bertha. She's been thinking about getting back into video games, you know, after she lost everything in that Fortnite scam. Getting back on the horse. Here's how every level of Vampire Survivors ends. 58, 59, 30 minutes. We survived. And we're gonna get revived. Oh, I didn't pick up the Teragisu, so I'm only gonna get revived once. So we will pick up this chest. You know what? I decided I want it. Another money bag, another couple seconds of invincibility. Let's see if I can get some red gems. Nope, I'm dead. That's it. That's Vampire Survivors. Bye!